Hi, my name is Kwabia,
And I'm Eleanor Burns.
and we're a part of the youth group here.
This summer, from the comfort of my own home, I had the opportunity to take part in a conversation which would inevitably cause me to step out of my comfort zone. And for that, I am thankful. Our high school youth group participated in an 8-week racial equity discussion program. Our discussions were encouraged by our youth group leader, Beth Thaxton, who worked to provide a safe place for every voice. As someone who has grown up with privilege, this program allowed me and my peers to talk about that privilege and the path to being an ally. This conversation is not an easy one to have for many people, and that is exactly why it is necessary. I know that I have been given an advantage in this society since birth, but until this year, I have never understood what that advantage truly means for me. Matthew 14, verses 22 through 33 talks about Peter finding the courage to step out of the boat and put his trust in God. Our racial equity group and the uncomfortable conversations that stemmed from it required all of us to step out of our boat of comfort, to put our faith in God and one another as we talked about the racial injustices that have been ignored and excused in this country for far too long. I am proud of our church for taking this step out of our boat and starting the path for change within this community. But we are not done. This program allowed us to start the conversation, and now it is up to us to continue on this path of faith and justice, to become a community that doesn't just condemn the racial inequities within our society, but actively demonstrates anti-racism.
Going through this 8-week program with a group of predominantly white individuals at a predominantly white church was such an experience. Not only did I learn more about the space that I occupy in the world as a Black woman, I also got to share in the awkward, uncomfortable, and beautiful moments of growth with my peers. Pushing the boundaries of race relations inside and outside the virtual bounds of this church was hard, so hard. Coming to terms with the privileges that y'all have and I don't, and the privileges I have that you don't, taught me so much more about the face-to-face realities of inequity in our society. Having these difficult conversations from a difficult perspective definitely pushed me out of the boat, and even more so, it got me out of bed. And here's what I learned. No one is exempt from anti-racism work. No one is exempt from doing everything in their power to make sure all of God's children are treated with equity and respect. And stepping out of our privilege into the waters of uncertainty can help us become a community that doesn't fear the uncomfortable, but takes that same step of faith towards it, just like Peter once did. Thank you.
Thank you.